she's in the moment. Energy up, my body burning. And my stomach keep up turning. Stop moving, I can't control it. On my last breath and I can't hold it. You gotta give it all I got. This for the ones that think I'm joking.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. Now, this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Maybe the team, maybe the camp, maybe the crew. You need to win, who need to win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine. Never could doubt mine, they running the route, I leave an outline when I hear them.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now Wentz. And incomplete to open things up.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. Eddie. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because...
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 24. Here's Wentz to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Carson Wentz.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Back at the 35-yard line.
Another try after the first down sack. Wentz. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
A gain of
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
57 for Mike. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Hey, check Mike 57.
Operating from the gun, Levy, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
He's brought down
An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Dancing to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the 1st half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Throwing now is Wentz. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Quick throw out wide by Wentz. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be 1st because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Go. 180!
58 to Mike. Bring it. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. Through an opening, and there he goes. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
Supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the arm.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't
on Wentz is intercepted yet again. Julian Love picks it. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
The kicker on for
that was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Makes the
point after, right down 13. The middle. And the lead now stands at 13. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this carries into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
40. 46 down, man. 5-4.
Now Wentz to try again after the pick six. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. The 30. 10. 5. Touchdown, Vikings. Travis Kelsey, 78 yards. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown.
The kicker on for the point after.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. Now here's Baldwin. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
13, Vikings 7.
Second down and 8.
It's a party now. It's a party now. Switch. Panther 60. Panther 60.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Teron Johnson able to pick it. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. On the RPO, that's complete right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have tied it. They can grab the lead with a PAT. And this puts them on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
Vikings 14, Packers 13.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now here's Baldwin. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
20! Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Hey, check.
From the gun, it's Wentz. The left side caught by Diggs. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards there, 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Throwing on first is Wentz. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
28-yard line.
180! Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning.
Now Wentz again, forced out to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike.
Now Wentz. Flush to his right. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Vikings 21, Packers 13.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now here's Baldwin. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And this will be a Packers 1st down as the tackle made at about the 38. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st down, Packers.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Watch 54, watch 54. Come on, go, Rig, go. Tighten up.
Now a carry from Mack. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Mack, the ball carrier.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete.
Levy's pass, complete to number 87. It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
Looking to throw. Levy. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
Marlon Mack.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And the Packer first down.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Levy. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
A gain of 20.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Levy eluding the pressure right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
Yo. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Hey, check.
Operating from the gun. Levy buying time to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down near the 5, past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Intercepted.
We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He's at the 40, past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Deebo Samuel, 89 yards. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now here's Baldwin. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
34-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now a run with Mack. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Back to throw. Levy. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right? And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Great.
Another try after the first down sack. Wentz, and he's going to go down again. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Play action. Now Wentz. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Tressway now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. Pulls it in at the 13. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Throwing on 1st down. Levy looking deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The yardage numbers for him just keep piling up for his career. He's now toppled, Charles, the 11,000-yard mark.
And just think about that. For most NFL running backs in their career, it feels like if they get to 1,000 yards, they've had a nice little run. He's over 11,000 yards, probably beyond his wildest dreams.
It's a game
in the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. That's good for 28 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep and work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd. Down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And thee coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
He's going to float this one deep right side.
Let's
and
get
now
that
here's
swagger,
another
y'all. Let's get that
interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
A quick throw taken in by Diggs. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Quickly completed to the right flat. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz Flush, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Steps away to his left. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down near the 5, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Levy escaping the pressure right. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 28, and he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Fournette. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Flush to his right. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point attempt to come here. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Packers 13.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now here's Baldwin.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together. and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10.
This is Mack on the counter, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let me breathe. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay backfire like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn. Out of here like I ain't that savage.
The Packers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Operating from the gun, Levy eluding the pressure right.
That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big pickup of 38 on first down. Mack, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Levy to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. On first down, Levy. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
To throw on 2nd down, Levy being chased out left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He was trying to get that to Colby Parkinson.
And it's 3rd and short.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, Levy flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Get change, name, highlight your respect. Give them more than when I get expected at the back.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. The Packers keeping the offense out there now as he'll go for 2.
Check. Fresno.
They'll try to run it with Mack. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further.
35. Packers 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
21-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Come on, D. Check. Kill.
Again, it's Fournette. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Vikings on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. And they're going option play on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Decided to keep it that time on the option, got out left, but the defense was right there.
And you know what happened on that play, right? Because the defense, as you said, not letting him get upfield, no place for him to ever duck his shoulders and turn upfield and gain yardage. Had to keep moving out laterally. Nice play by the defenders.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Push him back. Hey, other side, solid. You got tight.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Four receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7.
He's coming. We got double up. Let's go. Great. Check 6 guard.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
The Vikings on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 7. This is out quickly to the right. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
The tackle made.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
Watch the edge. Go.
They'll run it again with Fournette. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he's got this down to the 35. 16 yards, a first down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
Hold this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Now Leonard Fournette. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here we go.
Throwing is Wentz. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 15. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final
Charles,
score.
we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Vikings, it'll be a 500 start as
They don't know my name, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yeah, look at me, ideas.